Welcome to America Who Died Today. Here, we remember the stars who left their mark on show business and culture. Don't forget to watch the videos till the end to catch all the interesting facts about their lives and careers, and leave your comments. We value your thoughts. Let's celebrate those who may be gone but will always remain in our hearts. Geoffrey Lewis Capes, better known as Geoff Capes, was an extraordinary English athlete whose incredible career spanned shot put, strongman competitions, and Highland Games. Born on August 23, 1949, in Holbeach, Lincolnshire, he rose from humble beginnings to become a celebrated sportsman and one of Britain's most recognizable figures in the 1980s. Capes passed away on October 23, 2024, leaving behind a legacy of strength, resilience, and determination that inspired millions. Geoff Capes grew up as one of 9 children in a working-class family. His mother, Eileen, was a towering figure herself, both in stature and personality, standing 6 feet tall and weighing 250 pounds. His father, Bill Capes, worked as a land laborer. Geoff's childhood was tough, marked by poverty and a difficult school experience. At George Farmer Secondary School, his academic and behavioral struggles often earned him harsh punishments, including physical discipline. On one occasion, his mother confronted and punched a teacher who had caused his ear to bleed during a punishment, a moment that encapsulated her protective nature. A self-described troubled youth, Capes frequently engaged in fights, channeling his inner aggression into physical confrontations. By his mid-teens, however, he began to find direction. He left school at 14 and worked as a laborer, performing physically demanding tasks like loading 20 tons of potatoes onto a truck in under 20 minutes. His strength and work ethic were evident even then. By 16, he had started weight training with friends in a makeshift gym and joined a local athletics club. There, hurdler Stuart Story, who later became an Olympian, mentored him and guided him toward competitive shot putting. Capes excelled in athletics, specializing in shot put. Over an 11-year career representing England and Great Britain, he achieved significant success, including 2 Commonwealth Games gold medals, 1974, 1978, and 2 European Indoor Championship titles, 1974, 1976. Despite setbacks in his early Olympic appearances, such as failing to qualify in 1972, he consistently improved. At the 1976 Montreal Olympics, he finished 6th, and in 1980, he placed 5th despite entering the Games as a favorite, having set a British and Commonwealth record of 21.68 meters earlier that year, a record that remains unbroken. Capes competed in 67 international events, earning 35 wins, and amassed 17 national titles, including 7 AAA championships. His achievements earned him the title of Britain's greatest field athlete in 1983. He was also widely respected for his athletic versatility, having competed in basketball, football, cross-country running, and even sprinting. After retiring from amateur athletics in 1980, Capes turned professional and entered the world of strength competitions. He quickly established himself as a force to be reckoned with, winning Britain's Strongest Man in 1979 and Europe's Strongest Man in 1980. He competed in the prestigious World's Strongest Man, WSM, tournament multiple times, finishing 3rd in 1980 and 2nd in 1981 before claiming his first title in 1983 in Christchurch, New Zealand. His rivalry with Icelandic strongman John Paul Sigmarsson became legendary, with each man trading victories in subsequent years. Capes reclaimed the WSM crown in 1985, famously declaring, "The king has not lost his crown," after defeating Sigmarsson. Capes' strength feats were awe-inspiring. He could tear phone books in half, bend steel bars, and perform extraordinary tasks in competitions. His physical dominance, combined with his charisma, made him a household name in Britain and beyond. He starred in commercials, including a memorable one for Volkswagen where he flipped a car to inspect its underside, and his appearances on television turned WSM events into a Christmas Day tradition for many families. Capes also left his mark on the Highland Games, a historic Scottish competition celebrating strength and skill. Between 1981 and 1987, he won 6 world titles, setting numerous records in events like the 56-pound weight toss and brick lifting. His performances earned him the Gaelic nickname, Geoff Dub later, meaning, Black Strong Geoff. His shot put record at the Cowal Highland Gathering, 18.50 meters, has stood since 1980, cementing his legacy as one of the sport's greatest competitors. After retiring from active competition, Capes continued to contribute to strength sports as a referee, coach, and event promoter. He also ventured into business, running a sportswear shop. Away from athletics, he cultivated a lifelong passion for wildlife, particularly birds. He became an internationally recognized breeder of budgerigars and canaries, combining his love of nature with his competitive spirit. Capes was known for his larger-than-life personality and down-to-earth humor. Standing 6 feet 5 inches tall and weighing 375 pounds at his peak, he was an imposing figure, yet his warmth and wit endeared him to fans. Colin Bryce, a former strongman and commentator, described Capes as a terrifyingly good athlete who embodied both strength and agility. Despite his fame, Capes remained humble about his achievements. Reflecting on his career, he often credited mentors like Stuart Story and his own relentless work ethic for his success. His story is one of transformation, from a troubled boy in rural Lincolnshire to a global icon of strength and perseverance. Geoff Capes' remarkable journey through shot put, strongman competitions, and Highland Games remains an inspiring testament to the power of determination and resilience. His legacy, both as an athlete and as a symbol of British sporting excellence, will continue to resonate for generations. Paul Andrews, better known by his stage name Paul Di'Anno, was an English heavy metal vocalist celebrated as the original lead singer of Iron Maiden. His powerful and raw vocals helped shape the band's early sound, blending punk energy with heavy metal complexity. Born on May 17, 1958 in Chingford, Essex, Di'Anno grew up with a love for music and an edgy, rebellious personality that would define his career. Di'Anno's musical journey began during his teenage years when he sang for various rock bands while working as a butcher and chef to make ends meet. His distinctive stage name, Di'Anno, was chosen to add a flair of mystique, and he occasionally claimed Italian ancestry to bolster the persona. His unique vocal style and stage presence caught the attention of Iron Maiden drummer Doug Sampson, who introduced him to the band in 1978. In Iron Maiden, Di'Anno became the driving force behind the band's self-titled debut album, 1980, and their sophomore release, Killers, 1981. These records established Iron Maiden as pioneers of the new wave of British heavy metal, NWBHM, with tracks like Phantom of the Opera and Wrathchild showcasing Di'Anno's ability to channel punk ferocity into heavy metal anthems. Despite his success, Di'Anno's wild lifestyle and clashes with the band's management, led by Rod Smallwood and bassist Steve Harris, created tension. His rebellious nature, coupled with struggles to maintain his voice during grueling tours, led to his departure in 1981. Reflecting on his exit, Di'Anno once remarked, "It was like having Mussolini and Hitler run your band," alluding to the intense control Smallwood and Harris exerted. Following his departure from Iron Maiden, Di'Anno explored various musical directions. In 1983, he formed the band Di'Anno, aiming for a more mainstream rock sound reminiscent of American acts like Journey and Foreigner. While the project produced a few notable tracks, such as Heart User, it struggled to gain traction, leading to its dissolution. In 1985, Di'Anno joined Gogmagog, a short-lived supergroup featuring an impressive lineup, including drummer Clive Burr and guitarist Janek Jairs. However, creative restrictions, including a ban on writing original material, led to the project's early demise. Di'Anno later dismissed the venture as a money grab. That same year, Di'Anno formed Battlezone, a band that leaned back into heavy metal's grittier roots. Albums like Fighting Back, 1986, and Children of Madness, 1987, showcased his trademark aggression and raw energy. The band gained a dedicated fan base but faced internal strife, including infighting and substance abuse issues. After several lineup changes, Battlezone disbanded in 1989. Undeterred, Di'Anno continued experimenting with new projects. In 1990, he joined former Iron Maiden guitarist Dennis Stratton in Praying Mantis, recording the live album Live at Last during a tour of Japan. He later formed Killers, a power metal band, and resurrected Battlezone in the late 1990s for a Brazilian tour, though both ventures faced limited commercial success. In his later years, Di'Anno's health began to decline, exacerbated by years of hard living. By 2021, he was confined to a wheelchair, awaiting knee surgery to address a severely swollen leg. A crowdfunding campaign was launched to cover medical expenses, and fans worldwide rallied to support him. In a touching gesture, Iron Maiden contributed funds to ensure he received treatment in Croatia, where he underwent successful surgery. Despite these challenges, Di'Anno remained grateful to his fans and peers, expressing deep appreciation for the support that allowed him to continue living with dignity. Paul Di'Anno passed away on October 21, 2024 at his home in Salisbury, aged 66. According to his sisters, Cheryl and Michelle, his death was sudden and caused by a tear in the sac around his heart, resulting in cardiac arrest. They described the passing as instantaneous and painless, offering solace to his grieving fans. Di'Anno's contributions to music extend far beyond his brief tenure in Iron Maiden. His fusion of punk attitude with heavy metal's epic scope helped lay the foundation for genres like thrash and speed metal. His uncompromising personality and refusal to conform made him a figure of both admiration and controversy, embodying the spirit of rebellion that defines heavy metal. Although his career was marked by highs and lows, Paul Di'Anno leaves behind a legacy as a trailblazer who gave a voice to one of the most influential bands in history. Fans will remember him as a powerful vocalist, a defiant individual, and a cornerstone of heavy metal's golden era. Kevin Spacey, a complex legacy. Kevin Spacey Fowler was born on July 26, 1959, in South Orange, New Jersey, USA. A multi-talented actor, producer, and director, Spacey is celebrated for his versatility and intensity in portraying a wide range of characters. His career spans theater, film, and television, with accolades including 2 Academy Awards, a Tony Award, and a Golden Globe. However, his professional achievements are deeply intertwined with personal controversies that have redefined his legacy in recent years. Spacey was the youngest of 3 siblings. His father, Thomas Fowler, was a technical writer, while his mother, Kathleen, worked as a secretary. The family moved frequently due to his father's work, eventually settling in Southern California. Kevin reportedly had a tumultuous childhood, marked by alleged abuse and a strict, authoritarian father. He attended Northridge Military Academy, from which he was expelled, and later Chatsworth High School in Los Angeles. There, he discovered his passion for acting, performing in school productions alongside future actress Mare Winningham. Spacey's performance as Captain George Von Trapp in a high school production of The Sound of Music is said to have been a pivotal moment in his early acting journey. Spacey later enrolled at the Juilliard School in New York City to study drama but left after 2 years to pursue his professional acting career. Spacey's initial success came on the stage. In the 1980s, he became a prominent figure in the New York theater scene, earning acclaim for his work on Broadway. One of his earliest notable roles was in Joseph Papp's production of Henry IV, Part 1 at the Public Theater. In 1991, Spacey won a Tony Award for his performance in Neil Simon's Lost in Yonkers, solidifying his reputation as one of the finest stage actors of his generation. His theatrical achievements extended into directing and producing, and he would later become the artistic director of the Old Vic Theatre in London from 2004 to 2015. Kevin Spacey's transition to Hollywood began with small roles in films such as Heartburn, 1986, and Working Girl, 1988. However, it was his chilling portrayal of a morally ambiguous criminal in The Usual Suspects, 1995, that catapulted him to stardom. His performance as Roger "Verbal" Kint earned him his first Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. The same year, Spacey appeared in Say 7N as the psychopathic John Doe. The film's critical and commercial success cemented his reputation as a master of complex and enigmatic characters. Spacey's career reached new heights with American Beauty, 1999, where he played Lester Burnham, a disillusioned suburban father experiencing a midlife crisis. The role won him his second Academy Award, this time for Best Actor, and remains one of his most iconic performances. Other notable films include L.A. Confidential, 1997, where he played a slick detective. Pay It Forward, 2000. A heartwarming drama about altruism. The Negotiator, 1998, an intense thriller. Beyond the Sea, 2004, a biopic about singer Bobby Darin, which Spacey also directed. In 2013, Kevin Spacey became a household name for a new generation with his starring role in Netflix's House of Cards. As Frank Underwood, a ruthless politician who manipulates his way to power, Spacey delivered a mesmerizing performance that earned him Golden Globe and Screen Actors Guild Awards. The series, based on a British political drama, became a cultural phenomenon, and Spacey's performance was widely regarded as a masterclass in acting. His direct addresses to the audience, breaking the fourth wall, became a signature feature of the show. Despite his illustrious career, Kevin Spacey's personal life became the subject of intense scrutiny beginning in 2017, when actor Anthony Rapp accused Spacey of making an unwanted sexual advance toward him in 1986, when Rapp was only 14 years old. Spacey issued a public statement, apologizing if the incident occurred but also controversially using the moment to come out as gay. This response was widely criticized for conflating sexual misconduct with his sexuality. Following Rapp's allegations, numerous other individuals came forward with accusations of sexual harassment and assault, leading to legal battles and professional consequences. Netflix cut ties with Spacey, removing him from House of Cards and canceling other projects. He was replaced in the already completed film All the Money in the World, 2017, with actor Christopher Plummer reshooting all of Spacey's scenes. In subsequent years, Spacey faced lawsuits and criminal charges related to sexual misconduct. While some charges were dismissed or resolved, the allegations significantly tarnished his reputation and effectively ended his mainstream acting career. After several years away from the spotlight, Spacey began to re-emerge in the industry. In 2021, he starred in a low-budget Italian film, The Man Who Drew God, directed by Franco Nero. However, his return was met with mixed reactions, with many questioning whether he could or should resume his career. Spacey has also maintained a presence on social media, occasionally posting cryptic videos in character as Frank Underwood, which have further polarized public opinion. Despite the controversies, Kevin Spacey's contributions to film and theater remain significant. He is widely regarded as one of the most talented actors of his generation, capable of inhabiting deeply flawed and multidimensional characters. Beyond acting, Spacey has supported various charitable causes and initiatives. He founded the Kevin Spacey Foundation to support emerging artists, although it shut down in 2018 amid the allegations against him. As artistic director of the Old Vic Theatre, he helped revitalize the institution and brought global attention to its productions. Kevin Spacey has always been a private individual. His decision to come out as gay in 2017 was overshadowed by the allegations against him, but it marked a significant moment in his personal narrative. His relationships, both professional and personal, have often been described as intense and demanding. Colleagues have frequently praised his dedication to his craft while acknowledging his exacting nature on set. Kevin Spacey's career is a tale of two narratives, one of immense artistic achievement and another of personal scandal. He is remembered as a gifted actor who delivered some of the most memorable performances in modern cinema and television. Yet, his legacy is also defined by allegations of misconduct that have overshadowed his professional accomplishments. As debates about separating art from the artist continue, Spacey's story serves as a complex case study in the interplay of talent, power, and accountability in the entertainment industry. Whether his career sees a significant resurgence or remains a shadow of its former glory, Kevin Spacey's impact on the world of acting is undeniable. Thank you for watching this video. May the memory of these outstanding people continue to inspire us all. We cannot change the course of time, but we can keep in mind their contribution and significance. If this video has affected you or you want to know more, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. Let's continue to share their stories and keep the memory of them together. See you soon, and remember that those we love never leave without a trace.